Morning all, here's the start of the holiday theme. So we set off first thing this morning. This is going to be a slow process, it is. So we had to go up to the, our flight isn't until 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
8 p.m. tonight. So we had to come out into Canada. Now it's only 9:15. Our flight isn't until 8 o'clock tonight. But because of the COVID, explain stuff.
The only time we could book for our test was in the morning hours, and we have to get into Canada within 72 hours of taking our test. And so we had to be here in the morning.
Which is, it's alright, we've got some, Steph's organised some stuff. We're going to go see some fancy gardens and some stuff out. We can do a bit of stuff around Vancouver and have a look around and things like that before the flight. But it is going to make it an extremely long day, obviously, because then we've got a 9-hour flight to get across there. But hopefully we'll tie the bean out, won't we? Running around the gardens. And he's getting, what are you getting? Cookies. Yes, Bean's getting cookies. So like we're here in Denny's at the moment. And just biding time before we get on it. It's got to be done, you know. It's like, it's just going to be like 24 hours. But hey ho, there's things to do, isn't there? It'll be worth it, won't it? For my full English when I get there. Here we are in Heathrow Airport, and we managed to get off the plane. It was a little bit delayed, it wasn't too bad, but that was a horrible plane. For some reason it said it was a 772. Never heard of one of them. There was bits of trim hanging off and all sorts, wasn't there, Mum? Mum wasn't happy about it. Jack wants the bus to stop. So we're just waiting for the Eurocar now, aren't we? What was wrong with the plane? You didn't like the plane?
It was old and run down, and it had no USB charger ports, and there were bits coming off of it, and what else?
Bits coming off it, no USB charger. Jack didn't like that bit, did you, Jack? No. No, because his tablet had run out of charge, so that was a bit of a problem. But we kept him awake, and he slept most of the, well, basically all the flight, so that was pretty good actually. Not smoothest takeoff ever had, and landing was brilliant, couldn't fault it. But that plane is extremely run down, really was. Seats were disgustingly uncomfortable, but it's got us here. We're here. So we're just waiting for said man to transport us to the big roomy hire car we've got. Won't be an F-150, will it? So we'll what have you got? What have you got?
Mini.
A Mini. So we've got a Mini, classic. I don't know if we're going to make it home or not. It's 20 to 5 now here, so time's getting on. I'm going to eat all the traffic. Everybody knows what it's like getting out of Heathrow and stuff like that. So I might just try and get out up the way a little bit. I'd like to try and get to Donington or something like that. Into the town of Donington, see if we can get the pub hotel there, and then mosey on up to sunny Hornsey tomorrow. What do you think of that one, Mum? Donington? Mum's easy. She just wants a bath. She's done. Hello, good morning. Here we are. Where are we, Steph? Ratby. In the little trusty Fiat. How's it going, Bean?
Fun.
Good. So we didn't make it up last night. We only made it to the hotel. We are in Ratby. Steph got us this lovely little hotel. She wants to go walk around this castle. I told her it's nearly fallen down, but whatever. You know what the Americans are like in castles. They love them castle things, don't they? You love the castle? So it's the same in the castle. Apparently it's got a moat though, so that'll be fun, won't it? So we're going to go see that before we head back up to Hornsey. Lovely little village. I used to deliver timber here to a little mill. I don't know if it's still here. I went up for a town. Anyway, we'll go for it. That's another story. Bullshit. We'll go up here. Fine ale last night in there. Ooh, it was good stuff. So we're going to crack on. Anything? Oh, we think we've been ripped off as well.
Oh, the car rental.
The car rental. We need to look into that, and we'll do a little bit more advice. Let's jump in the car and show how snug this little vehicle is for us being little people. This is lovely. When you've been used to the F-150, I ain't knocking it. It goes. I think it drives really nice. They really do. But they're very cosy, aren't they? You know,
Yeah, it was like being in the actual Mario Kart game last night.
In touch with everything. Steph's not liking the idea of being too close to the vehicles when we go past them, the trucks and things like that. She thinks
the lanes are ridiculously small. Even for this tiny car.
I can't even put the camera up.
I don't know how lorry drivers do it here.
Lorry driver.
Truck drivers.
Lorry drivers here. Anyway, we're going up for a full English. So here we are, we're in Chesterfield truck stop. Check out, where are we been? Jackson.
At the truck stop.
At the truck stop. And what we're going to have, Mum? We're going to have a full English. We are going to eat a full English. We're going to have the works. We're going to have black pudding. We're going to have the shit. Well, this is Chesterfield truck stop here. We're going to eat everything. So that was cool. We've seen some of my friends in Chesterfield truck stop, haven't we, Bean? You've been in a truck, Bean. You've been in a truck, an English truck, Jack.
Yeah.
Was that cool? So now we're going to hightail it up and get out of here. It's totally full up with a full English breakfast. We've had black pudding, we've had bacon. We've had the deal, haven't we? With the deal. Yes, we've had the deal. So now on the road again. Let's go. Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready? Are we doing the Hong Kong? Are you ready? Are we all doing the Hong Kong? You put it up at the man here. Let's see if this man will give a Hong Kong.
Okay, do it, Jack.
Hong Kong, come on.
We're gonna Hong Kong them all.
We're gonna Hong Kong them all.
Ready, Jack?
Hong Kong.
Start doing your Hong Kong arm.
Hong Kong.
Okay. You go like this. You go like this.
No Hong Kongs. What is wrong with these truckers? Look at this overlander, Steph. Look at that.
You can't. What?
Look at the overlander.
Yes, Vernon, it's on there.
Let's do a Hong Kong to the overlander.
Can you do it? Go like this, Jack. Go like this.
Hey!
I don't like my window down because
Okay. Because it does that funny noise.
yeah, well no, because I figure somebody who's watching this is all they're gonna hear is the sound of the wind buffering.
Okay. Are we ready for more Hong Kongs?
By the way.
Oh no, it's the Printemps Police.
By the way, when you want me to look at something in this direction, you don't grab it and point it there.
Okay, you ready then? Grab his cord.
I have the cinematics.
No, this is a Johnny Foreigner. He's sat on the wrong side, like us. So you want Hong Kong? No more Hong Kongs. There's no more trucks.
Hong Kongs.
We've run out of trucks.
Run out of trucks. We'll try again, Jack. 2 out of 3 this time. Good job. All right.
Hey, ready?
Ready?
Hong Kong.
What, Jack?
Jack, do the Hong
Jack,
Kong.
you doing it?
Do the Hong
Go,
Kong.
go, go, go.
Yay! Who is it? Which one is it? I don't know it.
You don't know him? It's Bill Drapers.
Who is it?
Hong Kong.
I'm doing a Hong Kong. I don't know who that is.
Ah, bummer.
Oh, he's not our buzzer.
No. It's a new person. For me, Vernon.
Oh, so this is a real exciting bit as well about going and travelling at the moment. Doing, look, are you ready with it to jam it down my throat? We've got to do a covert test thing, and look at Steph, she's ready to.
Yeah, don't move, don't move, don't move. I can't get your tongue or your. Okay, you can do your nose part.
You've stuck the same one?
Yeah, you stick it up your nose all up until you feel resistance about into your nostril.
Oh, this isn't good filming.
Further.
Oh, you're joking?
Further.
No! Ow, you weirdo!
You gotta get it in there an inch up to you feel resistance, and then twist it.
This is ridiculous.
Twist it 5 times. Gotta turn it 5 times.
Ow!
Really get in there with it.
Ow! Right, I don't need to
On
do
the
that.
other side.
Really? It stinks?
Yeah, it's because your breath stinks.
Oh. Maybe the bottle of whiskey last night didn't help. Oh, man!
Vulcan bean. Such a baby.
Don't fly at the moment. It's really not worth it. This is ridiculous. So here we are about to leave. Stephanie forgot things, so we've had to come back. My good friend Nigel, let's stay with him at his house. This is for American viewers and outside of England. This is a typical little cottage. Well, not little, it's quite big actually, it's nice. In a little village called Rise, just outside of Hornsey, which is very quaint, very small, but a village, not a lot of people in here, but it's absolutely lovely. And it's been a brilliant few days here, seeing everybody, seeing my mum and things like that. But now we are heading up to Edinburgh. Aren't we, Bean? Where are we going? Truckfest? Yes. And Nigel, my friend, bought the Bean that, which is pretty cool, isn't it? So he's happy with that, isn't he, Mum? So onwards we go, in search of full English.
Flag on the castle.
There's a flag on the castle. Look, so Mum's come up trumps here. She's booked us into... Where?
A castle.
A castle. Lovely castle. Here we are for the night. So little black car has got us up here. That is the most uncomfortablest car to drive a long way ever. Seriously. Oh my God. But it's getting us there and it's good on fuel, so that's all that matters. Yeah, this is really cool, Mum. This is absolutely brilliant. Look at that, Bean. What do you think?
That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah, we've got a golf course and malarkey over there. How to spoil a good walk. And right, so look out us to tomorrow. We're just going to do this quick one. We're going to be up at the Truck Festival tomorrow in Edinburgh. So keep a lookout. Why is we all gone dark? There we are. Keep a lookout for us. We've got the Bean in the back there. His number plate. What my good friend Bod, Nigel, made for a Bean, didn't he? It's good, isn't it, Bean?
Look, it's,
At the top there. It's up there.
yeah, I can see it.
You can't see it. I'll show you in a minute. So look out for us, and we'll be at the Truck Festival on Saturday morning. All day Saturday we'll be up at the Edinburgh Truck Festival, and come and find us. I'll be milling about somewhere. We're going to do a live video from there as well, me and Paul Wittering Trucker. So look out for us, yeah. And hopefully the weather's going to stay good, and it'll be right, won't it, Mum?
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. So we're going to go in there and have a look around and get in the room. Catch you all later. Bye, Bean. Bye. Oh, we're not doing bye now today. So, okay, Jack's got some aeroplanes and he wants to fly them really quick to keep the gems away. Here we are. Check this out. Castle number 2. So we're pretty castled out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is
Done with the castles
as
out.
much castle as we can.
Yeah.
This is an all you can
Which
eat
one's this
castle
one, Steph?
today.
Yeah.
This is Bamberg Castle.
Bamberg Castle.
But it's probably Bamborough, like Edinburgh, right? Berg, not.
Yes.
Yeah. Bamborough.
Something like that.
Bamborough.
And this is really worth seeing. This is £12 to get in, so it's a bit spendy, but it's free for Jack, so that made up for it, didn't it? But yeah, it's really worth it. Anyway, just quickly as well, the hotel we stayed in last night, now that was a bargain, I thought. Really, after working out and everything like that, what did you spend on that?
$110.
$110. I saw it on the yeah, I saw it. You can get it at the moment for about 91 on that, and the price in the bar and everything like that was pretty good. It was reasonable. I wasn't complaining about it, and good food. So definitely worth. If you wanted to stay in a castle, do that one. It's definitely a good one, isn't it?
Lumley Castle.
Lumley Castle. So there you go. Hey Daddy, hey Jackson. So now we're going on a bit further. Where we're going now?
Holy Island.
Hey, Daddy.
Holy Island.
Hey, Daddy.
Home
You
of
said
Saint
it.
Aidan.
Daddy.
Who?
Saint Aidan.
Hey, Daddy.
So that's next stop before Jack has a meltdown and wants to. Hey Daddy, what?
I want to fly those airplanes on the grass.
All right, he wants to fly the airplanes on the grass. So that's us out of here. Bye bye. And I just want to add to that, I didn't realise how nice the beach up here is. It's absolutely spot on. Obviously, it's not going to be Costa Blanca or Costa del Sol or anything like that, you know what I mean? Because that's the North Sea there. But that is a spot on beach, it really is. There's miles and miles of it. And you could shoot the enemy with the cannons. Couldn't we, Bean? Boom! Yeah.
But we don't have balls.
Oh, we don't have the balls. That's the problem, Jack says. They haven't left us any cannonballs out. Which is a bit upsetting, because Jack really wanted to go at those. Never mind, when we get home to America, we can shoot and blow up all sorts, Jack. It's allowed. Yeah, that is a good castle. It's a proper castle. Why is people...
All right, we're recording now. we're crossing over the causeway
Oh my golly.
to
How fast is the tide coming?
Holy Island.
Why have people got no shoes on?
I have.
Another load of people had no shoes on.
I must have gone.
Can I ask them why you've got no shoes
No,
on?
no.
Why do you not have your shoes on?
No,
Hey
no.
up, missus.
No, you're not. You're not.
Why haven't they got shoes on?
I don't know. They like to feel the. Maybe they got their
The
feet.
tarmac.
Maybe they got their feet wet.
Stupid people.
This is the causeway to Holy Island. Holy Island being out there in the distance, and you can only reach it on low tide, unless you want to go by boat.
High tide. The fish caught. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a fish flopping around. Poor thing.
Oh.
Didn't it get the memo?
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you think, Bean?
Yeah.
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 Can we drive on the beachy bit?
Oh, you can see the.
Can we drive on the beach bit?
No, Vernon, you'd sink.
Oh.
You can see the castle over there in the distance. Well, probably not on the camera, but you can see the castle way over in the
Which
distance.
castle?
Over the castle we were just at, over there, that lump
Okay.
on the horizon.
How many people drowned?
I don't
Near
know.
a year.
I don't know this fact.
You imagine the tide comes in pretty quick and catches people out.
Probably does. This part looks like it stays dry.
I don't think it gets that deep though, there, does it? Does it get deep? You need to find these facts out. These are facts that we need to know.
I don't know. Deep enough that you shouldn't drive over it. It goes up towards the top of your car, especially if it was a Mini. What?
So here we are at the show. Bean, where are we? Are we at the Truckfest? Yes! We've met with Paul, Wittering Trucker, and here is his truck. Look at it. It's a hell of a turnout. Man, this is unbelievable. It really is. I couldn't believe how many trucks we've got here. I'll go for another show around later in a minute, but we're just going to go and do a live video link now. So we need to go on. It's in about 15 minutes or so. And Paul is just setting it all up, sorting it all out there. This is a cool little, is this like a support vehicle?
Actually, a friend of the family, if you like.
Alright, this is spot on for wide loads and stuff like that, I imagine. It's pretty tricky, is that, isn't it? So I'll get to show you a few more as soon as the show gets on a bit and we get done the live link for an hour, and then we'll get to have another look round at all these cab overs. And there is some American trucks here as well. So we've just done the live feed and I'm here, and here's Wittering Trucker's truck there with his Scania 500. That's WS Transport they work for. That's part of Stobart's.
No, we're not.
No, we're not part of Stobart. Oops. Okay, not part of Stobart's. Go on then, explain.
Neither's Jenkins. I'm not through with Stobart.
I forget. Look at what we've got down here. We've got the whole array. Look at that. Scanias as far as the eye can see. And there's one of them bull nose Scanias up there. We'll have a look at that. We'll go up to that looking, funny looking thing. And this is pumping out some vibes, isn't it, that one? That's pretty inside. Let's just have a quick look in there. Impressive stuff is that. That's been well done, is that? Nice and neat. Look at little Kenworth with a dog. It's come a long way from home, hasn't it? Hey, how's it going? Good, mate. And more Scanias. And I funny want to be an American truck Scania.
I've never seen so many.
Let's go have a look at that.
Scanias in one place.
Yeah? So this is what I always say. Now some people doubt me. They have a massive following on these bonneted Scanias in Europe. They absolutely love them. It costs a fortune to make one of these, believe you me. You've got to buy a tipper basically a rigid body. Then you've got to take the rigid body off, and you've got to do all sorts of crap before you're going to come out with something like that. It is going to cost you a fortune. So they've got a massive cult following on these. Me personally, I think it's the most ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, you know, each their own. But, and I always say, Europeans should stick to making cab-over trucks because they make the most gorgeous cab-over trucks. Americans make shit cab-over trucks, but they make beautiful bonneted trucks. Exhibit A. I rest my case. Oh, you're off now. Pull the bell, Bean. Pull the bell. Oh, hold off. You're driving it. So that's us just about finished in Edinburgh. Absolutely brilliant. About to pull off. The show was fantastic. Great time. Saw our good friend Sarah, didn't we? Yes. And Mum had a great time. Jack's got a pie, so he's happy about that. Bakewell tart. Oh, don't you eat all of them? That was the Hotel Central 1 we stayed at. There's a little heads up for you. Your parking here is quite expensive. It's 22 over a long stay in the, what is it down there? If you go into the train car park down there, I think that's like £22 for 24 hours. The hotel's just there, so that's a little bit of a mooch. That's like 10-minute walk. The hotel's just there. There's no parking. Parking is really bad. But I worked out a little thing here, little heads up. If it's £5.30 an hour, £5.30 an hour here, if you park here, because we're here on the weekend, obviously. I left it till 6 o'clock, 6:30. Managed to put, well, no, just before actually I parked up. So I paid for a couple of hours. That took me through until the Sunday. So basically, from the Saturday to the, what day are we on now? Sunday rather. Friday rather, till the Monday, I got my parking for, I think it was about £20, £21.20. I managed to get it for the full duration, basically, for the 2 days. So that wasn't bad at all, because obviously the exclusion, you've got the free parking bit on a night after 6:30. So if you work it out like that, there is another way to do it, but don't blame me if you get caught. You can do, if you get one ticket, if you get a ticket, it's £30. £30 fine, yeah? They'll only give you one ticket for the duration of your car park there. So if you wanted to leave it there for a day or something like that, may as well take the one ticket to what you're going to pay, you know what I mean? So that is a little heads up. That will work, but don't come to me crying if it doesn't work and they give you 5 or 6 tickets. But that's what I've been told, and that's what it says on the internet, doesn't it, Bean? So we're heading out. Bye.
Make things go.
So here we are. Here's last night's stop over the Priest House, Donington, just outside of Castle Donington. Really nice. There's the airport right over there. Nice and convenient. £51 we got it for. Stephanie got it for. Bargain, wasn't you, Steph?
I did.
As usual. Well done. Nice, reasonable bar and everything like that, and all a lot. And they had what, bitter on tap? I forget which one it was now. Cadbury's or Cadbury's. What was it? Boddingtons. Yes, so that was very nice. That was a winner for me. And a full English breakfast this morning, so that's a bonus. Loads of history with it. Brilliant. We stayed in the cottages over there. I will say the only thing is it was damp over there, and I did, it was the smell of damp, but they're old and they are addressing that. Apparently I told them about it, as you do. Not like me to complain, is it? But we told them about it, and they're trying to do something about it at the moment. But that's all good and everything. It is beautiful here. Look at this. Nice little river, and you get free fishing. If you stay here, you can fish for free. There's a rise there. So I don't know what's in there. Maybe trout or something like that. I'm not sure. Not sure what river it is, actually. Wet one, isn't it? Wet one. Go on, tell us the history, Mum.
Derwent.
Derwent, no. Maybe. You're in the sun. That way.
Oh, okay. So, the original structure that's left, because most of it burnt down ages ago, is this. Go pan over there.
This. Behind
me, this stone building. And they added, obviously they added on to it later, but the original structure here is Norman, and it was built at about 1085 when they did the Domesday book. So it's listed in there. And so it is 900 and something years old, almost 1,000 years old.
Pretty old, that, isn't it?
Yeah. and it used to be a mill for stamping the king's coins.
There's said mill.
Well, I think that
One of the wheels.
that was probably built later.
Okay.
And towards the industrial era.
So this has got shitloads of history. It really has, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty cool, is that? Yeah, looked after it pretty well, haven't they? Shame about the fire, but there you go. So if you are going to stay, there's where we stayed in the cottages. I would maybe pay the little bit extra at this moment in time. Hopefully they are going to sort something out about the damp, but it's at the back of that side of that hillside, so they're always going to have a bit of problems there or something like that.
Yeah.
But inside seems absolutely fine, you know. But it was an extra £15 to stay in there. Oh, we weren't having that, were we, Mum?
No.
Nice and spacious, lovely over there, apart from that little bit, but we could live with that. We did all right. So we're heading on now to Oxford. Morning all, Steve. It is Wednesday the I don't know of September, probably about the middle, 19th maybe, something like that. Should we say the 19th? I don't bloody know. About, yeah, 19th, something like that, Wednesday, September. Back off my holidays, fresh back. I went and picked the truck up last night. Stephanie took me up. It's had an alignment done. Oh, let me tell you. Man, this is like driving a brand new truck. It really is. It's brilliant. I've had alignments done before, and it hasn't made that much different, but this time it has made a lot. I'll talk about that more into the trip anyway and tell you more about it when I get going down the road and stuff. Bit of a rush now, so I'm over Stevens Pass. Went home with the truck last night, set up at 5 o'clock this morning. I've got 4 pickups straight over to Florida. Glory runs, eh? Absolutely brilliant. Straight into it. 3,500 miles this run down to Miami. Be a bit slow with the pickups and stuff like that because I've got 4, but I'll explain that a bit later. Just over Stevens Pass now, and I didn't video the bit coming across the pass. You've seen it all before. It's one of the most beautiful passes ever coming over this way. I really like it. Into Wenatchee, which puts me down to Leavenworth and down there. So I've just stopped and had some breakfast, and it really is good to be back in my own truck again. You know, the other Freightliner, the higher one, I didn't have my none of my gear with me or anything like that, and it is really beautiful to be back in my own surroundings again. And she is running like a dream, she really is. So let's have a look at where we're at. Here we are, just like I say, I've just stopped and had a bit of snap, and that's the room with a view. What do you think of that? It's quite pretty, isn't it? Just outside the road here. Let's jump out and have a quick look. Isn't that beautiful down there? There's the rest. Well, this is a dam. Damn the dam! So I'm going to jump in. She's a bit dirty. I need to give her a clean up. She's been sat in the yard for a couple of weeks. It hadn't been anywhere. It went up to Canada. My boss took it up to go ride up to Canada to do a flour load. And apart from that, it hadn't been anywhere. So we're just about to get it down. I'm about an hour off my first pickup. I'll get there, hopefully get that on, and then get the other 3 on today. Catch you all soon. So here we have it. I have got my load on, got all of them on. Happy days, all 4 of them. It's always a bit of a relief when you eventually get all the load on, you know what I mean? Because it saves if you're having to wait about until the next day and stuff like that. So 5, quarter to 6, and I've got everything on. Only 3,250 miles to go. Not bad seeing I got off a plane yesterday. I'm spitting. Got off a plane yesterday and straight into it. The creme de la creme of trips. You know, the dog's danglies, definitely this one. So let's earn some money to pay for next holiday, as they do. So the moment of truth, here I am just off the bay here. It's been pretty quiet, you know, it seems, but there's still plenty of fruit about and stuff like that. But apart from my 3rd load, everything was pretty straightforward, to be fair. This is how desperate we are for drivers and things like that. This load was for yesterday, but we obviously didn't have anybody because Vernon was still on a plane and that. But they still, who we work for, CH Robinson, they managed to put it back for today because there just isn't the people about. And this is paying bank, this is paying money, this load, I tell you. Oh, there's going to be a plaza over here somewhere with a scale on it. It must be over there. No, I've got a bit tight to that bloody fence. Apparently over there, so let's go find out whether we have to come back in here or not. I don't think I will, because to be fair, I've been getting drips and drabs from each place. Nothing. As long as my axle weights are alright. I don't think I'm going to be over on me gross, but always better to be check, especially if it's right here on the doorstep. Is this the way in, do we think? Ah, yeah. Oh, and we've had the alignment done and everything like that. It's like, oh, I'll tell you about that later when we get back on the freeway. Where's the entrance into that? There it is, there it is. There we go. Everybody wants to weigh off.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Well, I won't bore you with this because I'll tell you in a minute what we're at. So, we are bloody good to go. Let's have a look. Here we are. Exhibit A. 75,000. 75,000, you can see that. All happy days. So, everything good. 12,160 on the front. I ain't bothered about that. No. It's 160 over on the front, and I've got just over half a tank, so it'll be a bit more. But I've got the APU. Yes, that's what it'll be about this time as well. We'll do things about the new APU, the diesel and stuff like that. I've had it on today, chugging away, and it seems pretty effective. It kept me nice and cool, because there was only one that I was sat about waiting to get loaded a couple of hours, but the rest was straight in and stuff like that. And it's still like 30 degrees over this side of Washington. So that's me. Like I said before, I'm running on agricultural. As soon as I got my first load on, I'm on agricultural, because it's all apples and pears and things like that, and we're loading out the farm, which is a brilliant thing, you know what I mean? Especially when you've got 3, 4, 5 pickups and things like that. It really can save you a lot of time. And plus this load was meant for yesterday, but has been put back today to get loaded, and now I've got only, what have I got, 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 days, 3.5 days, 4 days really, to get 3,250 miles. Got me work planned out, haven't we? But you know, we love a little bit of a challenge and stuff like that. It's not the ideal route going away from this side. I'm too far down Washington to go back up and go across South Dakota in the way I usually go, which I like, Montana and things like that. So I will be going down to Salt Lake City and then going across to drop down towards Denver, Wyoming. Hopefully the wind should be okay. I'll check the weather as we're going across there. Wyoming temperatures are already dropping. They've already got snow in the mountains and stuff like that. Great. I was only looking at my chains earlier thinking, happy days! We're chucking them soon, won't we? But bollocks to it. Tis what it is, as they say. Yes. So, what else are we going to tell you? I was going to tell you something else. I was going to fill you in on that's been happening. But I'll probably remember that later. Old age, you know, losing it. Yeah, all loaded anyway. So, on we go. Oh yeah, agricultural. So I've got, from my last pickup, I've got 150 miles as the crow flies, because they're all in the 150 miles, and it doesn't matter anyway because I'm agricultural. So now I can fly. So now I can shoot 150 as the crow flies. Then I'll have like 6 or 7 hours. I'll do probably 3 hours or something like that, maybe 4 hours. Get off again. I'll have 6 hours off. Get off at 4 in the morning, because I'm already on break. I don't have to have my 10 off. So as long as I give it a good kick now and get moving basically, and then the rest, you know, the rest of the days I'm gonna have to, I'll 10 off and stuff like that. So you've got to give it a good hard punch. It's obviously the first day when you're loading over this side with different farms and stuff like that. It's always a bit of a shit show, you know, and stuff like that. But it's always a bonus if you get them all on in one day, rather than having to wait around till the next day or something like that. Because then you're gonna have to. You really are going to have to move your delivery times and things like that. As it happens, I'm going to leave mine as it is for now and see where we can get to by Saturday. Well, by Saturday I'll know roughly. I don't really want to change bookings and things like that. I've looked at the place I'm delivering it in Miami. It's just west of Miami. It's only a very small, well, it's small compared to American styles. You know, there's only about 10 bays and stuff like that. So it's not one of your big supermarket depots. So I'll give them a call late tomorrow afternoon, see what the score is, because they says they close at 12 o'clock on a Monday, and see if I can get a little bit better deal if they'll give me a bit of an extension, because obviously the time difference as well, that's 9 o'clock my time kind of thing, so the 3 hours time difference. I'll just have a look. I'll do 200 mile, that's what I usually work it out at, and then have a look to make sure that's in my radius of 150 and then get a back. Bye. Now I'm in the truck stop just north of Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is a wee little bit down that way, down yonder, that he's in the way, you can't see. Anyway, so a lovely mountain range. This is start of the big thingy mountains, we'll call those, big hazy mountains. So this trip we will be on the review of the APU. The fridge is running, so it's got a bit noisy. Yeah, so we'll be on the review. I'm going to do a review on the APU and see what we can come up with. Those who followed me on my last trip, I was out in a lease truck because said vehicle got towed away off the drive because it was poorly. Now it's all been mended and I never got a chance to use the APU. It'd just been bloody fitted and never got a chance to use it. Let's jump back in here anyway. Truck's filthy at the moment. I aren't going to get it washed until I get to the other side, basically over there towards Georgia and things like that, because I'll be going flat to the mat and there's lots of flies and bugs about at the moment. So we'll wait until I get over there before we treat it to a wash, because obviously I like it to look nice and pretty when we're out in Miami as well. And we'll be stopping in the hotel somewhere over there. I'm just going to grab something. Sorry about the microphone, but grab something to eat. I'm not sure. I'm just going to get the map out at the moment. We've got some lovely, yummy food. This looks like chicken curry. Bit of chicken curry there. So we'll just pop that in. Let's start. See, I don't have to start the truck. Let's just crank up the APU. This is brilliant. It is a little noisy. First impression, yeah, it is noisy. It's not the quietest of things, but hey ho. It's not as loud as my fridge truck engine. So I can live with that. It's not so bad inside. I hate the sound of other people's when you're outside. It's like the fridge. Hate the sound of other people's fridges, but don't mind my own. So I don't know if you heard it start up there with me waffling away. We'll have a bit of AC on as well. Let's have a look. I've been messing about with it a bit. I seem to have a bit of a problem with it, to be fair. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm probably going to have to get the destructions out and see what we can come up with here. But as I'm looking at it here, APU AC low. So right, I put my fan on low, high. You don't have a medium on the fan. It doesn't do anything. So it's a couple of little things. The plug socket down there doesn't work. That's got to go back in. All my plug sockets are meant to work. They don't go back in. But so there's a couple of little things already I've noticed within just the first night out. It doesn't seem to heat up a lot either. You put it onto, what's going on there? You put it onto what is it? Onto heat. This morning I tried it on heat. crazy, innit? Got to have like the bunk heater on night. I've got a bunk heater, but I thought I'd try it out because it does the heat as well. So I put that on just to see what it was like, and it took a good hour before it actually heated up and everything. Before there was any sort of heat, and it wasn't that hot anyway. So I think there's something wrong there. I'll show you outside later when I get a chance to get stopped and what have you. It does go all the way through the into the engine part and everything. It comes right down to the front, which is the dog's danglies. It really is. Why are we going dark? It heats all the engine up and everything like that, so I don't have to have my engine running in winter when it drops to -28 and stupid things like that. I can leave the APU running, and it runs all through the water and everything and keeps the sump warm as well, so my oil's not going to freeze up and everything like that. And it charges the batteries and everything like that, so batteries are all going to be charged up all the time, and that's peace of mind. It is, if you know, if you're going out in the middle of nowhere and stuff like that. I always, one of my pet worries is it going to start in the morning? Always has been when I've done bike tours and everything like that. I've always, oh God, is it going to start? Isn't it going to start? And things like that. But now I've got a peace of mind because I've got a little generator going, pop, 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 popping along there, which is nice. They're not cheap. They're 11 grand. I've got a warning light on the dash as well. Something wrong with one of my APU. That's the DEF, the AdBlue system. Something wrong with one of those filters, apparently, or a wiring sensor fault. So it says at the moment, it says if it's running all right, just get it on your next service. So I checked with Loves. They do have all the filters to do the lot. I've never done it 400,000 miles. I know I should have done it every 100,000 miles, but it's one of them things you forget about doing it, innit? Oh no, was it 400,000 it's meant to be done? I can't remember now. So I'll get that done on the way home. I haven't got time on the way across because I'm in a bloody hurry as usual. And we want to get down there. We'll be going, oh yeah, shopping as well. Flip-flop shopping. Forgot my flip-flops. But it has been 2 years since I bought new flip-flops, so I'll be buying some new flip-flops. That's annoying, isn't it? There's down in Florida and in some parts of the south of America, there is actually a shop called the Flip-Flop Shop, which is amazing experience. They have every array of flip-flops, so I'll be spending some time in there. I do like my flip-flops. And there'll be some beach time, definitely. You know, I've only been away a fortnight and got back, and I went in for my shower into the truck stop, and so call me sad or whatever. I absolutely, it's like being back home, because I use the Loves truck stops all the time. Loves, there you go. Some people use pilots, some people loves TAs, whatever. You know, I've mentioned this before. I like the Loves. It's always nice and clean, just about always. My hair, somebody will say, oh, they're not all that nice. Well, you know, the ones I use are very good, and the staff are very nice as well. Typical American, super friendly, you know what I mean? So it's like being back at home, because they're all set out exactly the same. It's like an extension of your house. It really is, you know, and I've roughed it for a lot of years doing Europe and England as well, and having to get showered in some of your shitholes and stuff. And being back in England, I tell you, it so reminded me out. My heart goes out to you guys. How you manage to drive around England all week is beyond me, it really is. You can't relax, not with that traffic. That is bollocks, is that. It really is. And I find the driving is very aggressive. A lot of aggressive driving. Somebody's parking near me. I'm just going to flat. He's got plenty of room, but I'm still worrying. Oh yeah, got a chrome shop as well. There's another thing. Oh, we are going chrome shopping. We need some, somehow I've snapped one of me back mud guards off. Don't know how that's happened, so we're replacing them with some nice chrome with lights in and all the jobby in those, so we'll be having a look at those. So that's on the agenda. By Joe, bloody hell, I've missed the scenery, I'll tell you. Here we are, just coming in. This here a little bit is, let me just turn that nail light off. This wee bit, coming through this valley, whatever you want to call it, pass, is coming out of, where am I? Utah, coming out of Utah into Wyoming. to the east side of Wyoming. It's very important to watch the weather when we go across this part of Wyoming, because it can change even any time of the year with the winds or the snow or the ice. Wyoming has its really rough deal on weather. It really does, you know. It has. It's pretty hard graft for the small little state, because it's in one of the biggest states, and they've got 2 huge motorways, freeways that run through them as well to look after and try and keep clean, which must be taking in a lot of their resources. But it's all looking good today. We've got no rain and nothing all the way across to Florida up to now, so it's looking grand. Look, we do have places to store bollards as well as in the UK. We like to leave them all hanging out for no apparent reason whatsoever than to leave bollards at the side of the road. We don't want to use the whole road, do we? No! Just leave them there. One day somebody might come and do some work on the frigging thing. But at the moment, we've got an excessive amount of bollards, so we need somewhere to store them. God, I've only been away 2 weeks and I've missed me mountains, and I'll tell you. And to come back and crack onto one of the, you know, the glory runs, as I call them, coast to coast, is brilliant. Really is. And Richard is on his way down to Miami as well. My buddy Richard, who works at the same company as me, the other English guy. So I'll be meeting up with Richard. I've got my delivery changed. It was for Monday, but there was no chance of me getting that. It wasn't going to happen. So I called him up this morning. Like I always say, if you think you have a problem from the start, there's no point. I was going to leave it to Saturday, but there's no point. I knew for a fact I wasn't going to get there, because it was Monday dinner time deadline. So not going to happen. I called him up, explained the situation. So it was all day getting loaded yesterday, which it was, and it ain't going to happen. You aren't going to get it there Monday. What delivery time have you got? Tuesday. Lovely lady on the phone. She said, let me have a look. She said, 12:30 Tuesday. Will that help you out? I said, yes, that would be absolutely grand. I said that shouldn't be a problem. She says, if you are running late, we finish at 1:45. She said it's very important you make sure you get here for that, otherwise there's a late fine delivery on the load. You know, even if we don't unload you till the next day, try and make it, but you know, just before we go home or anything like that, and get in, which is super nice of me, you know what I mean? So like I always say, talk to your agent, talk to your shipper, talk to people. Don't just bury your head in the sand and then turn up late and, oh, what we're going to do, you know? That's just dumb. Why is that man there? He's a fly fisherman. There'll be some trout in there. A lot of weed. There's Devil's thingamabob, Fanny Rock, whatever you want to call it. Just coming up. You've seen it before. Another fly fisherman down there. It is actually called Devil's Slide, not Fanny Rock, but everybody knows it as Fanny Rock. Where they get it from, I don't know. Heathens. Heathens, I say. Cut it. It is just magnificent. Absolutely beautiful weather. 25, so it's not too hot now. Temperatures drop down. It'll be toasty when I get further down, and we'll get to find out how this APU performs. The standalone air conditioning thing. I need to have a look at the book and have a little mess about with it first, to make sure we know exactly what we're doing, sort of thing. This little valley doesn't go on too far actually, and then it opens up and we're flat the way across. 75 mile an hour speed limit right away across the middle. I'm still in two minds when I get to the other side of Wyoming whether I'm going to drop down to Denver and go across Colorado, or just hang out and go straight across the most boring part state in the world. Well, maybe not the world. Which brings me out, where is it? I forget the name of the state now. I need to find a chrome shop as well. Chrome shop shopping, I feel the need. So, it's like an unwritten rule of mine. When you're passing Little America in Wyoming, it's important, you must call in and get a 75 cents ice cream. And they are beautiful, 75 cents. The dogs, they really are. That's an unwritten rule. There's not a lot else here. There's basically a big truck park and not a great lot. There's a hotel and stuff like that. It's not exactly brilliant. There's actually a bar as well now, I see it's just opened up. So that's all there really is here. A lot of advertising for it. It's a bit like that wall drug place. Loads of advertising. When you get here, not a great lot, but bloody cheap, good ice cream. Here be a pretty one coming through here. It's grand, isn't it? It's very nice, this bit. Anyway, just what I thought I had. I just see somebody put on one of my posts on my Facebook about he was a retired guy. He was asking if there was any jobs at our place, and then when I told him to go to Canada, basically, he said, I'm retired, I'm 70, I only do it for kicks. And I was thinking, I'm only like 11 years off retiring. 55 now, but it is just a number. Maybe a little large, my number now, but hey-ho. It's I have no intentions or inklings of retiring, and I just wonder what people's thoughts are on retiring and what happens when you do retire, because I haven't. Look at those up there. Weird, eh? I haven't slept in the same place for more than 2 weeks, apart from being on holiday. Apart from when I was waiting for my green card over here. Right, don't count the waiting for my green card, which was 8 months. So my social security number, before I could start working, it was about 8 months a year or something like that. So discounting that, in 35 years of driving, I haven't stayed in, this is a bit narrow. I think we'll best wait till Morris wants a bit of the room. There we go. Go on, we're out. I haven't slept in the same bed for more than 2 weeks, apart from being on holiday. Or in the same place, basically. Slept in the same bed in the truck, but not in the same place, you know what I mean? It's, and retiring must be a huge, big step to some people. Obviously, the different aspects of truck driving and stuff like that is totally different. If you're just working for, I don't know, construction and home every night, then it's going to be totally different. But for long-haul truckers, or lorry drivers, it's got to be a massive thing. I find it quite daunting and frightening to think that I won't be going across the country anymore. That'll be it. So I think me coming to retire is going to be a big old effort for whoever wants to try and drag me out of my truck kicking and screaming. I think the only way you're going to do it is put me in a box, to be fair. There must be, I hear a lot of people complaining, job, I can't wait to retire and shit like that, but I'm totally the opposite. There must be more people like me. I can't be the only one who loves the job. Surely to God. Yeah, let's hear some comments. Well, how did it affect you when you retired? What was it like? Was it frightening? It's got to be frightening. It's a massive change, isn't it? It's like when you first left school. All of a sudden, your friends weren't there the next day or anything like that, as you'd been used to for days in, days out, years upon years. It was the routine thing, and all of a sudden to change, it's got to be scary biscuits.